And we're back with you, dear viewers. And that was really an interesting report. I loved all of those wooden shoes. And sometimes you can see them in reality, as we say it, but sometimes you can see them in games, video games. And speaking about video games, have they become a significant and influential form of entertainment in modern society, appealing to a diverse audience across various age groups? Video games are a dynamic and integral part of contemporary culture, offering entertainment, social interaction, and potential educational benefits, while also presenting challenges that require thoughtful considerations. So today with us in the studio of Good Morning Kuwait is Mr. Mohammed Dashti, video game media press, and we want to know all about that world that really invaded our life, if we can say, at the late 80s, beginning of the 90s, but now it has evolved all over the globe. Hello and good morning, Mr. Mohammed.
Hello, good morning, Jamil. Hi, how you doing?
It is really great to have you with us, and we were talking off the air about video gamings and all of those stuff. I said it began at the late 80s, beginning of the 90s. Is that true?
It's actually true. Let's say at beginning of the 80s, the company started to invent the video games as entertainment, and it started with Japan, then it expanded to Europe and USA until nowadays. But the last, let's say, 10 or more than 10 years, the decades, this years has been evolving much more with the new technology for the graphics, for the sounds, even for the realistic. When you play video games, you see like it's a movie, not a video game anymore, not like a pixels as before.
Well, what I remember about video games was the Atari and the attack of those, you know, the clowns that comes and we attack them.
Even the frog, you cross the street.
Exactly, and the frog that everybody is crossing.
This is the classic things, yeah.
Yes, but it has evolved so much nowadays.
Yeah, with the VR and even mobile gaming and even competition around the world, the video games has been evolved too much. Otherwise, you can see the video games have conflict and have impression on the Hollywood movies even, and the TV show. And even our children, the culture has been beginning to expand very big with our children, even for our adults. We are using the video games as the #1 entertainment now in the world. That's and true. Even the economy for the business, as video games is the more money in video games than movies and music.
Wow, this is really great, because when you are talking about that, I can picture and I can see it on the screen as well. There are a huge business development about that, and video games, if we can remember back in time, it started so small and started with, as you said, the small little pixels, but now it's VR. And people are getting their gadgets everywhere, exporting to them from everywhere. And you just came from an exhibition about games. Tell us about that. Yeah,
the exhibition was in Germany. This is one of the biggest exhibition, happens every year. It's happened in Germany, Cologne. It's called Gamescom. Okay. And this exhibition, when I went there, I went as a media press and developer. I'm not developer game, but I can attend the lessons for the developing and know how they make the pictures or the sound and what the hard things they face as a developer for video games. Like if you want to make a video game now, you have to spend more than $100 million for a game. Or more. There's a few games, $200 million, yeah.
So this is, because $100 million, $200 million is a country's budget, but they are spending it
on the game. Games. On the game, yeah. One of the games that has been popular or trending last month, it is a Chinese game. They spent $70 million because it's a small studio, but they, and otherwise, and other side, sorry, you can see that their game has been #1 now, and they, from the 2 weeks, they got $18 million.
Wow. So the comeback of it's as Hollywood, as we see in Hollywood.
Yes.
The movies, it's the same concept. You put such millions, if we can say, a budget, a big budget, but the income is bigger.
Yeah, of course. And I wish if you can attend this one in the Germany, you will see the studios, the adults, the mature people, the kids, all gathering in one place. And it's very crowded place, but you will see how people are working and how they, when you attend with some studios, like when I went to Xbox or another studios, any game studios, when I attend to them and stay with the developer, they say everything about the game. They talk about how they are hard to work the games. What the idea to give it to the public about this video game.
Wow. So if we want to say about the trends currently, because if I got back in time, dear viewers, and it's not that much of a big time, but I remember my sister always talking about Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy. I think this is your world, right? So this is the beginning of the
Final Fantasy, yeah, it should be in the Nintendo, and now Final Fantasy is the 2024 third place having selling.
Because it's expanded from the 2000, I think the late of
16 parts.
Yes.
This is the main parts, not the side ones.
Not the side ones, and a whole, there is a whole, I think, studio and a whole city, like the ones, the entertainment cities for it. So people are going there, and let's come back to Kuwait in a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Here are in Kuwait, we know that there are a lot of gamers, and whenever people speak about games, we always think of the young generation, our children, as a father, as a teacher, and as a gamer, combining all of that. What do you say?
Actually, as a father, as a teacher, as a gamer, there are some challenges you can face with gaming, like you don't feel the time when you play video games.
Okay.
This is a big problem with the gamers.
Time consumer.
Yeah, time consumer, lack of time consumer. And otherwise, some gamers, they need more time. Like me, as a father, as a teacher, I need time to play, but I don't have time. So when you say the video games, it's only for the kids or for the small people. No, it's not only for small people, but you see most of them who's playing is the small kids, because we have responsibility as mature and adult people, so we don't have that much time. But overall, there are some challenges, like the budget. For the small people, they don't have the budget to buy the video games.
That's true.
Yeah, it costs more. And for the time, in the adults, they don't have time. And the kids, they have to control the time. So there are some challenges, but the challenges are different between the ages.
Did it get you closer to your students and children?
Actually, yes. I used the video games a lot when I was a teacher. Now I'm head of department, but when I was a teacher, I use it a lot. I use some challenges sports like a FIFA, like whatever games with the student. I make for them tournaments, small tournaments in the school. I broadcast it on the YouTube for them. Even my gift now for the student, I make every week, like in the morning, some small question. The gift is Funko or toys or whatever, something related to video games, the culture of video games.
Nice, this is really great, because I know that sometimes if we are saying there is a gap between us and our fathers, but you are getting closer by choosing the things that you know the young generation wants. You just said there are so many, let's say, negative things to the gaming, but there are positive. I know there are a lot of positive attributes. Tell us about the positive.
I look for the positive more than the negative, actually. For the positive things, you can learn. You can use your mind, like learning. I mean, learning English. For me, I didn't study English until late time when I was a student. I learned English from the video games. I learned many things about history and from video games. There's video games. Some video games talk about the history, World War I, World War II, or whatever, Cold War. Any things you can find it in video games. They can talk about medic. Video games also have benefits. They can use it as education. There's some university use VR as a medical to show the student how they will make surgery in virtual reality.
That's true.
So yeah, the video games have many benefits for these things. And one of things is making socialize. Some people say video games, no, they will make you not socialize. No, you can make friends through the internet. Of course, you have to pick up the friends, same as the real world. But you can socialize, you can network, you can learn, you can even use your mind and sometimes use some puzzles in the video games. If you want, or you want to chill, you can play video games as a relax.
That is so true. Well, Mom, you are good, because my mom is into Smurfs Village, and this is the best game she has ever been to. She loved that game. Wherever we go, she plays it. But it's a nice one. As you said, it takes a little bit of time. So can excessive gaming lead to negative consequences, excessive, and we know that everything has a sharp edges to it.
Yeah.
If you go right or
That's
wrong.
what I was going to say. Anything you use more than this time or excessive time for it, it will be some negative for it. So video games, if you use it a lot, too much, first of all, when you play any video games, there's a caution says if you play this game, you have to relax with your eyes. Don't play it too much.
Yes.
Even for the VR, when you play it, you said 15, 16 minutes max, then you have to rest.
Okay.
So anything, if you use it for video games, especially if you use the video games for long times, for the eyes, for even the ears, some video gamers, they use headset. My son, he's using headset.
Okay.
Told him, son, just leave the headset. Your ears will be damaged.
That's true.
You know. So if you use video games, you have to use it like with let's say moderate, and if there is a parent, they have to teach the children, play 1 hour, 2 hours, then come stay with us, socialize, know how to talk. Video games have socializing, but you have to
know your family.
You know your family and talk with your family, know your culture.
Yeah, that is so true, because a lot of us really we don't know what's going on in our families. We introduce ourselves to our families, and sometimes like during the COVID, the lockdown, we just knew our families.
This is the peak of the video games.
Yeah, it was the peak, and I wanted to talk about that. I know we are out of time, but I need to talk to one more thing, Mr. Mohammed, about the streamers. This is some kind of gaming, right?
Yeah.
Streamers, tell us about that.
About the streamers, actually, the streamers, they stream the games for the people. Okay. They enjoy socializing with the people through the streaming live with the people.
Okay.
And at the same time, they're making money in the streaming.
Okay.
Of course, you have to stream every day, you have a schedule.
So it can be a whole job.
Yeah, it's a whole job. Like you have a show every day. And this time I will be streaming this game, and they stream, of course, the trending games, so they can get more viewers with the more money. So they use it as a job, actually.
That is so fun, because we just know now, a streamer, this is a job of a person, and those jobs are new to us. We don't know about that. You know about you.
Every kid now, you ask, I want to be stream, I want to stream a video, I want to be on
YouTube.
And
that's an actual workplace, a job place. So the life of the technology is really expanding so much. As you said, you are watching, you watch new things in the tech.
Because the social media is the most impact on video games and influence in video games from the video social media. And especially, last thing I want to say about the internet. Before, like, let's say 2008, 2007, I watch conference, I watch interviews, I watch everything. But the people who was watching was little.
Yes.
Now with the expand of internet and everybody have reach of the internet, they know everything about video games. They see everything. So this is one of the things that make video games popular in every world. So in every country, actually.
So the social media benefited the gaming's, let's say, careers, and those things we are putting into perspective. Not everything is bad. If your children or you are a gamer, just put a time out for them, give them the space they need, and even if your husband is a gamer, give him the room that he needs. Ladies, I know that some of the ladies would say, talking about ladies, I know, as a final question, how is your wife with that?
No, she's fine with that, and she's happy because she know what I'm doing. She's know that I play video games. This is the first things when I get married. I thought I play video games, and my kids will play video games.
Okay.
Now I have a small kid. I have 14 years old son. He's playing. Now I have a 6-month son. I told him he will be a gamer.
Okay.
I will tell him to play games. The games is good, but
so she knew what she's going into.
Yeah, but first, last of all, I need parents to check the rate of the games. Okay. This is the most important things.
Yeah.
They can go to a website called BEGI.
BEGI.
Yeah, and they put the age of their children, what console they are going to play, let's say PlayStation, and the games will show which games will be for their ages. This is the most important thing.
So it is BEGI.
Yeah.
Go parents, go check the ratings of the games, just take care of them. And Mr. Mohammed's spouse, I really thank you for giving him the time and knowing what you're into. I hope that you are having fun as much as he is with his children. Thank you very much for being here with us and giving us mostly all of the answers that we have asked.
Inshallah, I will be anytime helpful with the people. If anyone will want to ask me, they can go to the social media and search for me, and I can answer their question and help them. And thank you again.
Your social media account, can you tell us?
It's the Locomoment.
Locomoment.
Yeah, it is a Locomoment because every gamer has his crazy moment. Yes. So it is a Locomoment.
So it is Locomoment for Mr. Mohammed Deshti. Whatever you want about video games, you want to ask questions about the games, or as a parent, you want also to know which is the best game, just go to Locomoment's Mr. Mohammed Deshti and he will tell you everything. A great thanks to our guest today for taking us a little bit into the technology side and taking us over the Atari, the days that we were playing with sticks, and now VR, virtual reality. A quick break, then continue Good Morning Kuwait.